Let's talk about skin for a moment. There is so much to unpack on skin, but in this video, I really want to talk about 3 real specific ways, things we can all do to help with acne, aging skin, wrinkles, any kind of aging spots. There's so much we can do with our lifestyle that will help with skin. So in this video, I want to talk about the 3 main ones, and I have a really cool bonus one, but let's start with these 3. First, we've got to just understand that so much of the quality of our skin has to do with collagen production. And as we age, collagen production goes down. Now, men, you are also losing collagen, obviously. You all still wrinkle as well. It's just a different pathway. And women, we lose it a little quicker than men do. So with that in mind, collagen becomes this like target. We want to increase collagen. Now, there's several ways you can increase collagen. I want us to always start off with diet. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting because there's so much collagen in meat. Just bottom line. So if you eat animal protein, you're getting some collagen, especially red meat, especially grass-fed red meat, you're gonna get some really good collagen. If you're plant-based, you may be missing out on the collagen requirements that you need. So in that case, or if you're not eating enough meat throughout the day, you're not even having enough protein, then we can actually look at increasing collagen by taking a collagen powder. Now, I wanna give you some examples and some ideas on collagen powder because it's really important that you get organic, clean products, especially when you're dealing with something like collagen, because we don't want toxins into it or into your system. And so many protein powders are full of toxins. I just had a woman the other day show me her protein powder, and I was like, she wanted me to love it. I couldn't find anything I loved about it. I looked at it and I was like, there's 5 toxic ingredients in here that will destroy your health. So even though the front of the bottle says something amazing and it's all natural, has all this protein, doesn't mean it's healthy. We want to make sure that it's clean. So always make sure if you're going to lean into a collagen product that you're getting a clean protein powder. If you don't feel safe about finding the right one, corn syrup and natural flavors in many of the collagen protein powders. So make sure it's clean, avoid those ingredients. But, and if you're plant-based, let's make sure you're getting enough collagen powder. I can tell you, for me right now, I've been using Collagen Genius. I love the chocolate in it. It's amazing. We'll leave a link for it where you can find it down below. And I do a shake with that and some aminos in it every single day for my 54-year-old aging skin. So it's just something that I've brought into my diet on a daily basis. Now, if you're not sure about collagen or you're just kind of listening to this video and you're like, well, I don't know, is what she's saying really true? I do want to point out that there was a very interesting study. So it was a 2021 review, and they looked at over 1,000 participants, and they found that taking collagen daily reduced skin wrinkles, improved hydration, elasticity, and firmness. So it's really important, especially after 40, for both men and women, that you lean into collagen. I found some really cool things. I wish I had it here, but I know we're a worldwide community, but those of you that are in the States, and if you shop at Sprouts, I found these little MCT collagen, I call it like fat bombs that I put in my coffee every morning. So I'm getting collagen and I'm also getting MCT oil. Found it at Sprouts. I don't know the name of the product, but those of you in the States, if you can find something like that, it's a really cool thing to add into your coffee. Now, the second cause of damage to skin is oxidative stress. Okay. When I hear words like oxidative stress, I'm like, wait a second, this sounds like a fancy term that means a whole lot of nothing. So I like to look at oxidative stress as a code phrase for what's damaging your cells. So of course, when we're looking at the skin, we know that sunlight is damaging our cells. So we want to remove ourselves from the sun or cover yourself up. This is something that I've dealt with for many years. Fortunately, I grew up on a tennis court and played competitive tennis. And so I got got a lot of sun exposure young as a child and a lot of oxidative stress back in the 1970s when we didn't believe in sunblock as much as we do now. So if you're like me and you've had a lot of exposure to the sun, that's an oxidative stress. But also toxins are an oxidative stress. And this is a really tricky one because when we put toxic sunscreen on our skin and then we heat it up, those toxins are going into your skin and can be an endocrine disruptor, and they can be very damaging. So if you're going to use a sunscreen, please use a non-toxic sunscreen. And one of the ways you know it's non-toxic is because it takes forever to rub it in. So that's the way I know. It's just like you look like a ghost when you rub it all in. But usually those are the zinc oxide ones that have really clean ingredients. Please, when it comes to sunblock, make sure you're getting clean ingredients. But we also have toxic beauty. So it's a big thing in oxidative stress we have to think about on the skin. So your makeups can you put them on, they make your face look good, but they're an oxidative stress, so they're damaging the skin. So make sure you're using natural makeup, and when you can, just let your face breathe and not have all those the makeup on there. Also, the food you eat, the toxins that you eat are going to show up in your skin as well. So eating really clean food that's free of chemicals will absolutely help your skin. Supplement that you can actually take to help with both oxidative stress and collagen is vitamin C. 1,000 milligrams a day is what the research has been done, and it's shown to hydrate your skin and to help the cells repair from all that oxidative damage that's coming in from the toxins and sunlight and even stress. And I mean, we live in the most stressful and toxic-filled world right now, and all of that is dramatically affecting the skin. So making sure that you're doing 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every morning is a really smart thing to do, not only for immunity and your overall health, but for your skin as well. Another really fun fact about vitamin C is that it's a precursor to collagen. So remember, estradiol was a precursor to collagen? We're just like a big chemistry lab. So in order to make collagen, you have to have vitamin C. So make sure that you're adding in more vitamin C to make collagen. I always like to get it in food. I always like to look at food through the lens of not only like what does it nourish, but also how does it help our hormones. And we have great evidence that citrus fruits are very high in vitamin C. So these are your lemons, your limes, your grapefruits. Those are incredibly rich in vitamin C. And they also are great for building progesterone. So for the women out there, progesterone's coming in the week before your cycle. For my menopausal women, you've started losing progesterone at 35, and so adding in vitamin C or more of these citrus fruits is going to help with that progesterone production. Third way that you can really help your skin, now you're not going to believe this, but this is I got a study for you, is with coffee. Okay, now here's what's interesting, is coffee is a really powerful antioxidant when it is clean. So make sure that it's organic, it doesn't have pesticides, it doesn't have mold. You're going to have to read the containers and see that a little bit more clearly. But yeah, you want to make sure that it is it's clean coffee. So here's what the study found. It was a 2015 study, and it found that middle-aged women, it's a woman study, it's a middle-aged woman study, that middle-aged women who drank coffee had a significantly slower skin aging and fewer wrinkles and fewer photopigment spots. These are little dark spots all over. And the more coffee they drank, the healthier their skin was. Okay, so what does coffee have in it? It's polyphenols. Polyphenols help feed the microbiome. Your gut health will reflect on your skin. It's an antioxidant, so it's going to protect against that exposure to the oxidative stress of all the toxins coming in. Now, if you do like I said, you put a little collagen powder in your coffee, you put a little MCT oil, now you're getting all of that in your beautiful cup of coffee. But we're not talking a commercial coffee. This has got to be a clean, organic coffee for this to work. Otherwise, it's a toxin and it's an oxidative stress. So it's really tricky because we can have this one food group or drink group, and if we do it wrong, it makes the skin age. If we do it right, it can help the skin. So make sure that you are drinking clean coffee and getting clean collagen. Okay, check this out. I have a free fasting guide for you all. It's free. and it's going to teach you all the basics of fasting. It's going to teach you how to kill hunger when you fast, which is really cool, and it's going to show you how to break your fast, among many other things. All you got to do is click on this link right here and enjoy. Okay, last really cool thing that I just learned from a man. His name is Amate, and he is one of the founders of an incredible skincare product line called Young Goose. I brought him on to the Resetter podcast. It's a must listen to podcast, so make sure you check that one out. And he taught me really something interesting about blue light. He actually said that we are so obsessed with sunlight damage on the skin, but we need to be equally concerned about blue light. So blue light is coming off your computers, it's coming off the lights in your house. It is artificial light inside your house is absolutely damaging your skin. Okay, well, what does that mean for you? What that means is that you're gonna want to put sunblock on when you're inside your house. Just make sure it's clean. I am a fan of Young Goose's, has one called BioShield that is specifically meant to block blue light and EMF that are coming off of your computers. The other thing is, I hope you know that there are screen blockers you can put on. So we talked about that in the interview, but one of the screen blockers I have used a lot on my computer is called Iris. You can just download it and put it on and be able to, it's going to give a little pink tinge, but then you don't have all that blue light coming off. If you're like me, where I can spend long periods at the computer writing a book, I actually do a couple of things. So I'll either put Iris on or I put the black coloring so that I'm not getting as much blue light coming on my face. I have the black background with the white writing on all of my, on Microsoft Word and Google Docs, all of my writing documents. And that really can make a difference too, because now you're not getting all that blue light out. So there you go. There's a lot there. As always, make sure you're always hydrating, make sure you're eating all the right oils. Those things really matter, especially for those of us as we go through the menopausal years. Hydration becomes key, right? Like everything's drying out. So make sure that you're drinking a ton. But that's Wrinkles. I hope that gives you some really good sound ideas of how you can approach this. I really don't want you toxifying yourself and the bazillion beauty products and anti-aging techniques out there. Please be mindful of your 80-year-old self. And the more you toxify yourself today, the harder it's going to be to reverse aging later on. So make sure you're really careful about it. Okay, as always, I hope that helps, and please leave in the comments which one of those works for you, any questions you have, and as always, know that I am cheering you on. So on the next video I have, it's called Do This Before You Sleep to Avoid Belly Fat. And there's habits you want to do the night before, and there's habits you want to do in the morning, and all of those make a big difference. Make sure your room is cool. If our mattress is cool, if the room is cool, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This is a little bit like cold plunges.